Good morning, everyone. Here's what's coming up on Kaleidoscope.
As you know, May function is tomorrow. If you don't know what it is, we'll tell you what it is, and we'll tell you where the money is going. Kaleidoscope is next.
Good morning. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay tuned for Kaleidoscope.
You're watching IHS TV, Channel 11. And now, Barry Harris, Laura Boyd, and the K-Scope News team. This is Kaleidoscope News this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, May 21st. I'm Laura Boyd.
And I'm Barry Harris. It's a pleasure to have you with us this morning. We're going to start off with a look at the weather.
Hi, this is Steph with the weather. Today will be sunny with a high of 81. Tonight's low will be 59. The current temperature is 61 degrees and humidity is at 66%. And the barometric pressure is at 30.35 and steady. And now to birthdays.
Good morning, Interboro. This is Mike with the birthdays. The birthdays for today are Lorena Ginder, Kendall Glynn, Joseph Orfanelli, and Melissa Galt. Happy birthday. And now over to today's headline.
Good morning. This is Jess with today's headline. In a defeat for gun control advocates, Congress voted to allow people to carry loaded guns in national parks and wildlife refuges yesterday. Now back to News Desk.
Don't forget, you can reserve your copy of the yearbook with Mr. Pattinson, Miss Powers, or Mrs. Schwartz. The yearbooks will be arriving very soon. Any seniors who would like their scholarships and/or awards announced in the graduation booklet, Ms. Senkow needs the information provided in an official letterhead as soon as possible. There is an important theater club meeting after school today at 2:30 to elect new officers for the upcoming school year and to discuss summer fundraisers and May function. Now over to sports.
Good morning, this is Jim with today's sports. The Phillies lost to the Reds yesterday 5-1. They play a third game in the series today at 12:35 in Cincinnati. That's it for today's sports. Now over to the news desk.
As you know, the blood drive was held yesterday. We'll have the results for you on Kaleidoscope on Friday morning. Also, library books are due by Friday. If you don't have them in by Friday, you will get a student bill. We'll have more details coming up a little bit later on the broadcast about May function and some of the charities the money will benefit. But first, over to the menu item of the day.
Hi, this is Nick with the menu. Today we'll have barbecue pork rib sandwich with french fries and chilled peaches. And tomorrow we'll have golden fish sandwich with lettuce and tomato and pineapple bites. Yeah! Now over to the vocab word.
Good morning, Interboro. This is Colin with the vocab word of the day. Today's vocab word is trite, meaning not original or overused. For example, on the chalkboard are many examples of trite words. Now over to Kim with the quote of the day.
This is Kim with the quote of the day. Jean-Paul Sartre once said, 3 o'clock is always too late or too early for anything you want to do. Now over to this day in history.
This is Christopher with This Day in History. On this date, May 21st, 1881, Clara Barton founded the American Red Cross. In 1932, Amelia Earhart became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. Now over to trivia.
Good morning, Interboro. This is Colin with today's trivia. Did you know that Canada has the longest coastline of any country in the world? Now over to Dennis John with today's entertainment.
What's going on, Interboro? It's DJ with your daily entertainment. Some movies coming out this weekend are Terminator 4 Salvation starring Christian Bale, Dance Flick starring Damon Wayans, and Night at the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian starring Ben Stiller. Now over to Barrett, the news desk.
As you know, May function will be held tomorrow. Some of you may not know what it is or why we even have it. So here's what it is. After third period, everybody goes outside where there'll be fun and games and activities, each sponsored by a club. For example, FBLA will be sponsoring a dunk tank. There will be refreshments sold by class congresses. So make sure you bring money to spend it because each profit goes to charity. The two charities this year, first off, is the Ford Diamond Fund, which is selected by the Pennsylvania Association of Student Councils as their charity of the year. Their mission is to provide financial and emotional support for families dealing with pediatric cancer. And the second charity is with our own Mr. Ryder. As you know, over the summer, he works to establish community-based organizations in Kibera, Kenya. As you can see, this is some of his personal footage of one of his journeys out to Africa over the summer. He also establishes athletic events as well as secondary educational opportunities that will not normally be available to them. So that's what May Function is, so bring your money and spend it tomorrow. We now turn to the next part of our interview with Don Tollefson. Describe, what's the mission of One Child Saved?
Well, what we do in my charitable programs, and we're always evolving, our latest configuration is something called 1,000 Kids, 1,000 Jobs, which is going to be an initiative with a lot of the charitable groups that I've long partnered with, the Police Athletic League, the Salvation Army, the Boys and Girls Clubs, to reach out to disadvantaged kids as early as elementary school to get them interested in the wide world of careers, if I can take a phrase back from the ABC Sports Day and days. And I'm really, really excited by the opportunity to get young people, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, excited about becoming a physicist, excited about becoming, maybe a broadcaster, but maybe becoming a pediatrician or whatever. And I think the earlier they get a career interest, the more likely they are to have an academic approach that leads them to that interest. But in brief, in all of my charitable work, when we founded Winning Ways and in the other programs that have grown out of it, like One Child Saved, and we have a program called Together for America, Camp Respect, there are 3 cornerstones. One is anti-hatred. We just do not feel that youngsters should ever be exposed to hate of any sort. Anti-violence, and obviously that's tied in to hatred, but when there's violence in a community, it's difficult for children to succeed, whatever their goals may be. And career ambitions, and that gets us to the 1,000 Kids, 1,000 Jobs. Let's pick careers, let's pursue careers, and let's end up in careers.
And I'm really fascinated by the philosophy that I saw on the website. It was to take positive action and not negative action. And I think that really states the overall philosophy behind One Child Saved.
Well, I think you sum it up very well, Barry, that I think a lot of people, especially in disadvantaged communities, are constantly telling children what not to do. And obviously you want them to say no to drugs, to say no to violence, to say no to hatred and all. But I think it is so important to have positive alternatives and to get youngsters interested in things that they can do that are positive and favorable and all. And I really think more than anything else, we try to be an anti-boredom effort, because when kids are confronted with boredom and they don't think there's anything worthwhile to do, something that's not so worthwhile will oftentimes find them.
That's it, everyone. Thanks for watching Kaleidoscope. I'm Laura Boyd.
And I'm Barry Harris. Don't forget about May Function. Bring money and spend money. That's my motto. Have a good day, everybody.